Today, we're counting down 10 celebrities destroyed by drugs. Number 10. Mac Miller. Mac Miller was the kind of artist who made you feel something real. He wasn't about fame, he was about truth. Born Malcolm McCormick in Pittsburgh, he started rapping as a teenager and built his name from scratch. He went from uploading mixtapes online to topping the Billboard charts. His sound grew up with him, from the fun-loving kid in Donald Trump to the deep, emotional artist behind Swimming. But behind that smile, Mac was hurting. He spoke openly about his struggles with anxiety, heartbreak, and addiction. Fame came fast, and the pressure to stay at the top only made it worse. Prescription drugs became his way of coping. In 2018, Mac Miller died from an accidental overdose at just 26 years old. It was fentanyl, cocaine, and alcohol, a deadly mix. His loss shook the entire music industry. Friends said he had been trying to get better. He even looked happy in his final interviews. But addiction doesn't care about success or talent. Mac's death became a painful reminder that no one, not even those who make the world smile, are safe from the darkness that fame can bring. Number 9. Whitney Houston. She was the voice, a voice that could bring you to tears in seconds. Whitney Houston had it all: beauty, grace, power, and success beyond imagination. In the 1980s and 1990s, she ruled the charts. Songs like I Will Always Love You and Greatest Love of All made her one of the most successful singers in history. But behind that angelic voice was a painful secret. Whitney struggled with drugs for most of her career. Fame had become a cage. Every move watched, every word judged. And when she met Bobby Brown, their relationship became a storm of love, chaos, and addiction. Years of substance abuse took a toll on her voice, her health, and her career. By the early 2000s, Whitney, who was once the most powerful woman in pop, was barely recognizable. In 2012, the world was shocked when she was found dead in a Beverly Hills hotel bathtub. The cause? Drowning, heart disease, and cocaine use. Her story became one of Hollywood's greatest tragedies, a woman who gave the world her gift but couldn't save herself. Even today, fans still wonder what could have been if Whitney Houston had beaten her demons. Number 8. Heath Ledger. He was one of the most talented actors of his generation. Heath Ledger didn't just play characters, he became them. And that dedication cost him everything. After his breakout in 10 Things I Hate About You, Heath rose quickly in Hollywood. From Brokeback Mountain to The Dark Knight, his performances were breathtaking. But his method acting came with a price. Playing the Joker pushed him into dark, sleepless nights. To cope, Heath started using prescription drugs, painkillers, sleeping pills, and anti-anxiety meds. On January 22, 2008, he was found dead in his New York apartment. A lethal mix of prescription drugs had stopped his heart. He was just 28. Fans around the world mourn not just the man, but the potential, a future that would never come. His posthumous Oscar for The Dark Knight became both an honor and a haunting reminder of how fragile life can be. Number 7. Amy Winehouse. She sang like she was from another time. Raw, honest, soulful. Amy Winehouse wasn't made for this world, at least not the one that fame created. Her 2006 album, Back to Black, turned her into a global star overnight. But with success came pressure, and with pressure came pain. Amy's life spiraled into addiction, drugs, alcohol, and toxic relationships. The media didn't help. Instead of helping her heal, they turned her struggles into entertainment. Headlines mocked her addiction, her appearance, her breakdowns. In 2011, Amy Winehouse was found dead at just 27 years old. The cause? Alcohol poisoning. Her blood alcohol level was more than 5 times the legal limit. She had tried to quit, but addiction isn't a switch you can turn off. Amy's story became a warning to the entire industry about what happens when fame eats away at a soul. Number 6. Philip Seymour Hoffman. He wasn't a typical movie star. He didn't need to be. He was one of the greatest actors of all time, known for roles in Capult, Doubt, and The Master. He made characters feel painfully human. But behind that genius was a long battle with addiction. Hoffman had been clean for years, but relapse came fast and hard. He was found dead in his Manhattan apartment in 2014 with a syringe still in his arm. The cause? A mix of heroin, cocaine, and prescription medication. His death shocked Hollywood, not just because he was famous, but because it reminded everyone how addiction doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care about Oscars or talent. Friends described him as kind, humble, and deeply human, but also tortured. His passing left a hole in the world of film and in the hearts of those who loved him. Number 5. Lindsay Lohan. At one point, Lindsay Lohan was everywhere. She was the face of early 2000s Hollywood, charming, talented, and unstoppable. From The Parent Trap to Mean Girls, Lindsay was a star everyone adored. But fame came when she was still a kid. The spotlight became her entire identity. And as she grew older, the pressures of fame turned into chaos. Lindsay's life became a headline. DUIs, rehab, court dates. Drugs and alcohol took over her once bright career. For years, it seemed like Lindsay was lost for good. But unlike some others on this list, she's still alive and trying to rebuild her life. She's been sober for years, living quietly away from the spotlight. Lindsay Lohan's story is both heartbreaking and hopeful. Proof that even when fame destroys you, redemption is still possible if you fight hard enough. Number 4. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato's story is one of pain, survival, and incredible strength. She started as a Disney star with the perfect smile, but behind that smile was trauma, depression, and addiction. From a young age, Demi struggled with self-image and mental health. As her fame grew, so did her need to escape. Cocaine, opioids, and alcohol became her way to cope. In 2018, Demi suffered a near-death overdose. She was found unconscious and had to be revived with Narcan. She later revealed that she had been minutes away from death. But Demi didn't hide from her truth. She spoke about it. She used her pain to help others understand what addiction really feels like. Today, Demi is still fighting, not pretending to be perfect, but choosing to be real. Her story is proof that even when drugs destroy you, recovery is still possible. Number 3. River Phoenix. Before Leonardo DiCaprio, before Johnny Depp, there was River Phoenix. He was Hollywood's golden boy. Handsome, talented, kind. Everyone believed he was destined for greatness. But River had a secret battle: drugs. He grew up in a strange and unstable environment that left him vulnerable. By his early 20s, the pressure of fame and his fragile mental state pushed him deeper into addiction. On Halloween night in 1993, River Phoenix fell outside the Viper Room, a club partly owned by Johnny Depp. He died on the sidewalk from a lethal mix of heroin and cocaine. He was just 23. River's death broke Hollywood's heart. He had been the future, and in one night, he was gone. Even today, his story is a haunting reminder of how fast fame can turn fatal. Number 2. Robert Downey Jr. He's one of the biggest movie stars on the planet today. But before Iron Man, there was chaos. Robert Downey Jr. was once Hollywood's lost soul. A child of show business, he started using drugs before he was even a teenager. By the 1990s, he was in and out of jail, rehab, and tabloids. No one believed he'd ever come back. He once said, "It's like I have a shotgun in my mouth and my fingers on the trigger, and I like the taste of the gunmetal." That's how deep his addiction went. But then, he did the impossible. He got clean. Through therapy, family, and sheer willpower, Robert Downey Jr. rebuilt his life piece by piece. When Marvel took a chance on him as Tony Stark, it changed everything. Iron Man wasn't just a role, it was redemption. Robert Downey Jr. became living proof that no matter how far you fall, you can rise again. Number 1. Elvis Presley. The king of rock and roll, a legend, a symbol of American culture. But even the king couldn't escape the curse of fame. By the 1970s, Elvis Presley was addicted to prescription pills, painkillers, sedatives, and stimulants. His health declined rapidly. He gained weight, became paranoid, and lost control of his career. On August 16, 1977, Elvis was found dead in his Graceland bathroom. The cause? Heart failure brought on by drug abuse. He was only 42. Elvis's death marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a conversation. For the first time, the world saw that even its greatest idol could be destroyed by addiction. He was adored by millions, yet surrounded by yes-men who kept feeding his addiction. It was fame, not hate, that killed him. If you love deep Hollywood stories like this, subscribe to Star Hour USA for more untold tales from the world of fame.